Daily Obscure Card Highlight number 247. Sorry, I couldn't think of a new way to do the intro. Today we've got The Ring Goes South. The Ring Goes South is 3 and a green for a sorcery. The ring tempts you. Then reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X land cards, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Put those land cards onto the battlefield tapped, and then the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you don't know what the ring tempting you is, allow me to let you in. Every time the ring tempts you, you move down the list of all these things that you see on this token on the screen. The first time it tempts you, it equips to one of your creatures and gives that creature the stat of being legendary and being unable to be blocked by creatures with greater power. The next time it tempts you, whenever that ring bearer attacks, you draw a card, discard a card. The third time, whenever it becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller sacrifices at the end of combat. And the final ability on the ring is whenever your ring bearer deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life. So, even if you run this in a deck where you run no other ring tempters, it still sticks onto a creature and gives the creature legendary and the ability to not be able to be blocked by creatures with greater power, which might be kind of good in a deck. If your commander is kind of small, if some of your creatures are kind of small, that's not a bad stat to have. But that's not the part of this card we care about. I almost feel like that's the main reason people don't run this card, is they're like, I really don't have a lot of ways for the ring to tempt me. It doesn't really matter. You know, if you're in the Dritz deck, that is a legendary that spits out another legendary when it enters. This thing will tutor you up 2 lands off top. Lands, you know, it's not even basic lands, it's lands off top. And that's like almost worst case scenario. You get like 1 or 2 lands off this thing, which is kind of the going rate. But if you're in like a Captain Sisay deck, oh man, you're going to have a ton of legendaries. And then it's like, sorry, you know what I mean? I'm going to play 4 mana to get 7 lands into play right now. Yeah, sure. Not to even mention the ring makes the creature that it's on legendary. So if you control 1 creature, you're at least going to get 1 land off the top of your deck, which is great. So if you can get the Ring Goes South back from your graveyard, you can play it again for even more because you'll have another legendary in play. Again, I think it gets looked over because of the ring tempts you part. I think people are like, meh, I don't run a ring tempts you type deck. It's a pretty good card. It's 4 mana, and if you're in the right deck, you can get a ton of mana off this thing. And again, it's not basic, it's any land off top. Very, very good. Let me know down in the comments what some of your favorite obscure cards to run are. Be sure to check out the description for our Discord, Patreon, all stuff like that. And go play some Magic, guys.